Hello everyone, my name is Eric Mertz and I'm still making a video game. This video game is called Splinter and this video is a rather short update on the current state of the prototype. I think I said last week that the update I was showing off then would be the last update of the prototype. Well, I kind of lied, because what you're seeing here is now definitely the last update of the prototype. What happened exactly last week that I decided to do another update? Well, I kind of updated the sprite of the main character, mostly because I'm currently living on a sort of on a construction site. You may hear it in the background because there's some drilling going on right now. I can't do anything against it. And it's sometimes quite hard for me to concentrate on more complicated stuff because there are people walking outside my window on scaffolding and everything, and they are sawing off balconies above me, and it sometimes gets quite loud, or got quite loud last week, and it was hard for me to concentrate. And so the only thing more or less I could do was do some pixel art stuff. And since I already kind of wanted to work on or redo the main character sprite, I thought, well, might as well do it now, and worked on it last week, or most of last week. Actually had a completely redone character sprite, which I then scrapped because I couldn't get rid of the old one. So instead I more or less updated the old one, and you can see it right here. What I also did, aside from just like adding a bunch of new colors to the sprite, is putting two more additional, let's say one additional animation in there, and I think you can see it right here. It's a little like somersault the character does when it's when the jumps flips from ascending to descending, and it's a thing I took from Kirby's Adventure, which I played I think 10 or 14 days ago, and I always liked the jumping in the Kirby games, or especially the jumping in Kirby's Adventure. And I think it was because of this little flick Kirby does when he's at the apex of his jump. And while I was playing Kirby's Adventure, I kind of thought, well, I could do the same in my game. It shouldn't be that hard, aside from like doing the animation. And doing the animation was quite hard because rotating a sprite in your head that it makes sense how it would look like when it's doing this somersault is, at least for me, was quite hard, and it took me quite a while to get it right. But I think it looks good now. It's actually 3 frames of animation, and it took me most of the whole Sunday to do it right. But it's and this is like really strange, but it was so much worth it because the jumps now feel so much better, even though I didn't change anything else. Like, it's only these 3 additional frames of animation, and it completely changed the way the jumping feels. I changed nothing in the physics or anything. It's just these frames of animation, and it goes to see how important additional feedback to what you're doing. Like, when you press a button, you have to do something, you have to add some kind of feedback, and the more feedback you add, at least to some point, the better everything just feels and gets. And it's for me, it's always surprising to see how far you can still push it. I was already quite satisfied with the way the game controls and feels, and that's the main positive feedback I got from this from other people were about the controls and the overall feel of the game, and it's even better now. And it's also the main character sprite now fits so much more into the rest of the game. I think mostly because the colors are more like fitting with the rest of the environments and everything, and it's so much better again. And after last week with the weapon upgrade system, and now this weekend, after I added the animation yesterday and played around, I was thinking, well, I cannot update the prototype, so I went ahead and updated it again. There were also some bug fixes I did during the week because the game crashed because of some very stupid reasons, and thanks again for the nice person on Twitter who made me aware of those problems, so those should be fixed as well. And if you run into some problems, please let me know so that I can fix them. But yeah, aside from bug fixes, I'm definitely not going to update the prototype any further, because at some point I've gotta move on and gotta like really start adding stuff for a full version or full release, however long this may take and however this release may look like. I'm probably going to do some kind of testing program, which is probably going via emailing list or something like that, where people can get access to further updates if they subscribe to a certain email list, which doesn't exist yet, and kind of help me out while I still develop this game further. But this program doesn't exist yet, so I won't talk that much about it, but it's a thing that's in the back of my head. I'm probably going to do it at some point, but probably within the next like 14 days or something. I'm going to set something up like this, because as I said, I don't want to linger on this prototype for any longer. I really need to move on and add new stuff to this game, so that I don't get bored with it. I think this is one of my big problems, that when I don't add new stuff for a while, I start to get bored and frustrated with the game, and I really need to add new stuff so that this doesn't happen. And yeah, so and I also kind of have to hold me back with my, like, I sometimes get the, like, this is also one of the reasons why I updated the prototype, because I wanted to show other people how this game now feels and plays, and this is, and I kind of like, when I'm excited about something that I want other people to see it. And yeah, I need to find, as I said, I need to find a way to let other people still play the game without like having like a free early access program until suddenly the game will cost money, and this, which like wouldn't be very smart of me. So I got to make a cutoff at some point, and I think this is a good place, because the game now feels really good. It's probably still way too hard for people. This is like feedback I still get. Not really much now for the newest version of the prototype, but like for the older version, and I don't think that I did enough to fix it in these newer updates. But aside from that, the game feels really well, and I think communicates quite well what I want to do with it. And yeah, the main problem right now, or the main thing that for the future, is just to make sure that it keeps going in the direction I wanted to go, to fix the difficulty issues to at least to some extent, and to see how everything else moves on. And it's a good point to come to an end. I kind of killed myself intentionally here in this video. Yeah, this is the update. You can play it on Gamejolt and on itch.io. Link is in the description as always. You can also vote for this game on Steam Greenlight, and I highly encourage you to do so, because I kind of need to get on Steam for this all to work, because I kind of need to sell this game to make some money or something. Would be great. I'm grateful for any kind of support anyway. So if you want to vote for it, please do so. Please share this link. You would help me a lot, and I'm incredibly grateful for every single one of the votes I'm getting. And yeah, I don't think that I have much else to say. You can follow this game on Twitter at Splinter_zone, which is mostly going to contain updates to the game and how everything else goes. And I probably should be saying something else, but I forgot, so let's come to an end. As always, thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for your support, and until next time, goodbye.